Now, here's another thing I want you to consider, all right? And then after this, we're going to have a couple questions I had took from my followers to add to this whole topic. But another thing to consider is when he says he's not ready for a relationship, does he have a plan? So this is another example or another way to evaluate where's this man's head really at? And is he genuine in his just the need of more time, not a lack of actual desire and seriousness? And that is, what's the plan here? Okay, so you're not ready. What does this look like as far as you need a few months, you need a few years? And I know it's hard for someone to give you a timeline, right? But what is your plan to get ready? How long do you maybe even foresee? Do you give me some idea? Because my thing is this. If he says, for example, I need to get my money right. I need to get my finances in order before we can get into a real relationship, right? Okay, cool. How do you plan to achieve that? Are you applying for jobs? Are you starting your business? Or what are you doing here? Because if he just says that, but he has no plan to present, he ain't serious. He's simply not serious. He has to at least have an idea of what he's trying to do right now. And even if he cannot give a timeline, I do think that depending on what it is that he's trying to accomplish before he can move forward, that will kind of give more of an idea of what needs to happen. So I hate to have to use this example, Lord have mercy, but it's hitting my spirit. I got to do it. Some of y'all may not like it, but it is what it is. Let's say he's not ready for a relationship because he's still technically married. And he's telling you he's going to get a divorce, right? And maybe you didn't know he was married at first and you got caught up with him. Maybe you did know he was technically married. And I say technically meaning like he's separated, he's still married, but in his eyes and maybe even in his wife's eyes, they are not in a relationship right now. But he wants to get things finalized before he can fully commit to you, which would be the right thing to do first and foremost. But let's be real. Some men may use that as a way to keep the other woman lingering on and still have dealings with them while they drag their feet with actually getting a divorce. Now, I'm not here to talk about whether he should be getting a divorce or not. We don't know this specific hypothetical situation, right? However, this is something that a timeline can be given to a certain extent. If that is the plan, I need to get a divorce first. All right, cool. When you putting in the papers, what are we doing here? What are we looking at? So I understand what to expect. And if a man cannot give you specific, and let me make clear, even if he can give you a plan, even if he says, listen, I need 3 months. 3 months, this will be done. I'll have this handled and we'll be good. That doesn't mean continue to be with him for those 3 months in a romantic sense. Hell, in this scenario, don't be with him at all. In this scenario, if he's married, leave his ass alone until he handles his business. If he gets divorced, so be it. Then y'all can link back up and take it from there. But until then, I would highly advise, for so many reasons, and I'll give you one reason right now, because sometimes things don't go as planned. And I've seen a ridiculous amount of situations where people were supposed to get divorced and it never happened. And the person on the side found themselves, devastated, damaged, caught up, giving their time and energy to this man that they thought, or sometimes women, that they thought was going to leave their partner, and it didn't happen like that. You never know how things can turn in situations like that. So it's very important that you let them handle their business and then you make it happen. But the point of having a plan is simply to show you a genuineness, or some level of genuineness. Because if he can't give you one, then why are we to believe that he's serious about just needing some more time? Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. All right, so now the fourth sign, you're just an option to him, is that all he gives you is excuses and no corrections, all right? What I mean by that is this.